Morning, folks. Well, starting to get kind of discouraged. Bill, my buddy Bill from high school, went home today, and I'm up here checking more empty wolf traps. I don't know what to think. Cindy was talking to a fish and game guy the other day, and he said nobody seemed to be having much luck. So that makes me feel a little bit better in some ways, but it makes it kind of even more so being discouraging. So I don't know what to do for sure. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep them out here. Season goes until April, I believe, for wolf trapping. So end of April. So if I don't have them here before too long, I'll string them someplace else. I've got lots of traps. So anyway, I got a couple more yet to check here today, but so far they've all been empty. Maybe my last couple will be the magic ones. We'll see. These deer might want to watch out a little bit. I just found over here on the road below them, just found tracks from a small mountain lion. Not a very big one. But they eat a lot of deer. Them guys better watch out. I think we have a problem. The future home of that white cow, she keeps jumping the fence, so she's first in line, but I think our freezer is dying. Everything in here is soft. That's some deer hamburger. That's getting soft. That's those chicken gizzards from all those chickens we butchered. And my my bag of mice. They're all really squishy and soft. That's coyote bait, of course. These are beaver casters. Those are beaver feet, beaver tails. Nobody wants to eat out my freezer, I'll tell you what. So we just butchered 10 chickens here. And we got at least one of those cows to fit in there. We do have another freezer. In fact, I've got two like this, chest freezer. And I'm not really sure what all's in that one. I know Cindy's bear is in there, and I got those wolf pelts still in there to take care of, and I don't know what all's in it, but I guess I'll find out tomorrow. I'll have to go through all this, and if this stuff isn't frozen by tomorrow, then I'm gonna have to take it out of here because it's starting to thaw. I got all these beehives. Our bees, they ended up dying on us this last winter, so I got to extract the honey from them yet. I don't know if I'm going to get any more bees or not. They're sure a lot of trouble. We have not had good luck with them at all. But I do miss doing that. When they was going good, we had lots of bees, lots of honey, but they get diseased and they either die off, or maybe they don't get disease, but they fly away. They swarm, they call it, if they get to be too many of them. And boy, we've separated out halves of them and made a different hive. A queen bee is about a $40 bee. Seems like an awful lot of money per pound, probably more than a prize bull. But it's really frustrating. You get a new queen, you got new hives, everything's looking good, and they're doing really well. And then you go out there and check them, and they're all gone, or most of them are all gone. And we were checking them once a week, so we were trying to keep up on it, but I don't know. I like raising bees, but it is not an easy thing to do. So I gotta tell you about that bag of mice in there. A few years back, I got in a bunch of trouble. The coyotes, wolves, fox, all those kind of critters, they like the smell of mice. And if I mix in a little bit of beaver castor with it, it's even better yet. But to get that to mix in good, you don't really want the whole mouse. You want to run them through a meat grinder. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, but it's kind of common with trappers, believe it or not. I'm not the only weird one. But anyway, so I'm happily grinding my mice, and Cindy's at work, and she came home early. Caught me grinding mice. And that didn't go over very well because it was her meat grinder. So, after I got done being chewed on, I had to buy her a new meat grinder. But the good news was I have one of my own now. And these mice, these are all the ones I've collected this year. They're pretty much ready to grind, but they grind a lot easier if they're frozen. I sent some to the Montana Wolf Trapper, and he had a YouTube channel, but he pulled it off, and I can't tell you why. He told me why, but you'll find out pretty soon. But anyway, that's the reason for the mice. The beaver feet and things, I've got beaver skulls in here and all sorts of things that are not normally found in the average freezer probably. But most of those I give to a friend. He makes some neat stuff with them and boils them out and stuff and cleans up the skull and the feet, and he makes these mutant animals. He puts little plastic deer horns and like saber-tooth fangs on them and all sorts of strange things, but they're kind of neat, and he sells them in one of the bars here in town. But I save them for him because otherwise I'd probably just throw them away. There is a market for those. Moscow Hide and Fur, they will buy beaver skulls and things, and I'm not sure what they pay for them, but generally I just give them to friends. So the beaver tails, I finally found out how to tan those. Mine aren't as good as the guy in town that tans them. His turn out better, but I'm still working on perfecting this. At least mine are to the point I can actually use them now. So that's why those are in there. This honey, I'll have to do a video on those. Get one of these out of here. Ah. The frames of honey, they're stuck. Hold on a second here. The frames of honey, this is the honeycomb. I don't know, it's pretty dark in here. You might not be able to see that. Move this. Okay, so the frames are the honeycomb. This side here is all empty, and there's nothing in it. The honey side looks like that. They fill these little honeycombs with honey, and then they cap it with wax. So what you have to do to get that out of there is take a fork or a knife, and you scrape the top layer of that wax off of there, and then we have a spinner that you put in a couple of these frames into. They like, they're almost like they're glued in. They got oh shoot, what is it called? Can't think of it now offhand, but this stuff here is kind of a wax type of thing, and propolis, that's what it is. They glue all this stuff together, and man, it's hard to get out sometimes. But you can see we got little drops of honey on here and stuff. It's been in here a while. It's pretty hard. I hope this stuff will even come out. It might be frozen. It's pretty cold in this pump house. Anyway, gotta get all that stuff out of there yet, and then I'll dig into this freezer tomorrow and see what we got. Oh, loads of fun. Thanks for watching. See ya.